What's up, y'all? This is an episode, I don't even know what's going on. And here's your host, J-Dro, aka 4 Letters. And back again, I'm here with
Queen V.
Uncle Phil in the house.
Brian Cook.
And last but not least, we have a superstar in the making.
Yeah.
My homie, what's happening?
What's happening? It's your boy Kayla. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Man, we got a lot of stuff to get to today, but man, first of all, we gotta say shout out to Alabama for almost pulling that off. I know.
Almost doesn't count.
I know, man, but the game.
It was a good game, though. It was a good game.
The game was good, man. It was like when I was there in the bar or whatnot, we was just chilling, and when they did that trick play,
Yeah.
I was like, woo, it's over with. But they drove down the field, and I got shout out to the freshman, man. He really did his thing.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wow,
Because you had to take that into
135.
consideration. He's legitimately 18 years old.
18.
In the biggest game in the
Yeah, poise, and he's only gonna get better. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I really, he's a strong quarterback too. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
that's an experience he gonna build with the rest of his life. Man, he gonna build an experience and just keep on building, man. So
Yeah, he a pretty good quarterback, but you can't give him too much credit though. I'm
for
sorry.
an 18-year-old, bro.
I hate to be devil. I hate to disagree. You know what I mean?
That's
all right.
Yeah,
But see, that's what I'm saying. You got to consider the fact he's 18, so that kind of okays some of those mistakes. You know,
Man, yeah, right. Because Alabama has not been known for their quarterbacks, bro. Like they've been sucking. Like
best one they had was probably AJ McCarron in my tenure. Other than that,
who was that? John Parker. Oh, he was.
Yeah,
garbage.
see?
Oh, terrible.
I mean, Blake Sims, he wasn't as good as Hurts is, realistically.
What was the one last year?
The tall guy from Florida State.
Coker.
Jay Coker, or whatever. Yeah.
Was he? Yeah.
But you gotta think about the guy that got Coker stared down his receivers. Hurst can't throw the ball.
He's 18.
that
But
man
he can
down
run that shit though.
He can't throw it.
Man, he was running that rock though, man. You know what I mean? So roll tide. Shout out to Alabama.
Roll
the
Tide.
racism is about to start back. That shit stopped for a few months and then back to business.
Yeah.
Oh, what else happened in the news today? Barack. Barack did his farewell. Did anybody catch that?
I saw the farewell address. It was pretty good. It was a lot of it was just it was kind of just the theme of his presence.
Well, thank y'all for not killing me.
That and just coming from the grassroots and just bringing it up and bringing the people with him and keep saying we and us and y'all made it happen. We did it. And he reaffirmed the fact that
Do we really feel like it's a we at this point? Like I'm just.
When we say we're only inspired by this, and for those who can't see what I'm doing with my hand, it's skin color, and I'm just gonna be the one to say it. What I'm saying? But when it comes down to the nitty gritty, and you really take 8 years and look at it, then you gotta consider the logistics of whether or not certain decisions made affected you in a certain way or whatever. But when we say we, I mean it's understood, it's universal, and it's known that we're talking about we're inspired, and we're forever inspired off the fact that happened. For our morale and our encouragement and inspiration to move forward.
So we would say that we are the ones that have been inspired. If you haven't been inspired, then you are part of the they. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. So it ain't no more complicated than you can get than that. So I try not to be too pragmatic. I'm a pragmatist. I try to keep it real simple. But a lot of times, man, I just been noticing there's a lot of people that are just gonna hate. They gonna hate regardless.
They gonna hate you for whatever you do. So
hate
at the end of the day, whether you loved him or hated him, it was a decision that he made that maybe affected you in a good way or a bad way. It just really depends. So shout out to Barack and Michelle and the kids, and it was good to see a black family. Mm-hmm. That was like, that played a role in what we saw visually.
Role models as Americans,
right? Because he was the leader of the free world, so to speak, and she was black.
Yeah.
Like Michelle was black, and that's a good segue of going into what we were talking about off air, going into basically the family and how that affects our community. Period. And growing up in a single parent home, how many? It's 5 of us in here, and I would say that typically 4 of us, if correct me if I'm wrong, did grow up in a single parent home. Mm-hmm. And if so, I mean, I'm gonna pass this question on to my man Caleb. Like, how did that affect you? And as far as the landscape of the decisions of how you make and do certain things.
I think the weirdest thing about it is I didn't really feel like I needed a pops until I hit like 18, because it's so common in our community. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you go down the street, you play ball, the next door neighbor ain't got no daddy, the neighbor up the street ain't got no, so you really don't realize the contrast until you get to be a man. And then you like, from I don't know how to shave to how you treat a woman to, you know what I mean, if I'm getting mad at the job, do I stay here, I hit the boss, I slap the boss in the face, all these things that pops didn't teach you, you know what I mean?
And that comes from even you wanting to slap your pops. I mean, not your pops, sorry, my bad. No, not slapping your pops, but slapping your boss in the face at a job. That's an emotional reaction. So if you growing up, that's a woman. That's essentially that's where that is coming from. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because men essentially usually talk things out or whatnot because we know like this dude could possibly kill me. It's the being a man is the unknown. That's why it's like certain dudes don't get into fights. That's the last thing they want to do because they know what can happen if it goes there. Yeah. Because I've gotten to a point to where if I get into a fight, somebody gotta die. Cause I don't want to fight and then go to jail, lose my job, possibly lose my career, my wife or whoever over a fight, over $200. This nigga just
stepped on your shoes.
But sir,
Just 2 things I want to jump on about this subject. One is most relationships between the parent and the child, it's not gonna always be heavily influenced by the mother and the father. It should be, right. It should always be, but it's not going to always.
Some people parents ain't shit, and it ain't their fault.
Even in relationships where the mother and the father is there, sometimes you have a distant relationship and the father be right there on the couch. Y'all still don't know each other. You could be in that same house for years, you still don't know each other. What it is, it's the culture of the family. What's the mission state of the family? That's something that needs to be built on and talked about. And then another thing is that I want to kind of speak on is the fact that now when you physically don't have their father or their mother on the couch or in the kitchen, what you do is you go out into society, and sometimes in your family, if you're fortunate enough, you have a loved one close by, to where your big cousin, your grandma, your auntie, your homeboy, your friend's mother or father turn into your parental units, turn into your guardians or your guidance counselors for life, your life coaches, the people that teach you how to shave, the people that teach you the meaning of the value of a dollar. One of your older homies, you cooking up the rock, showing you how to whip up the rock. Shoot, he's showing you something. Your pops ain't even showed you something. So now you learn how to whip up dope rocks and whatnot from a older figure. And I ain't trying to put a sad face.
We get it.
You see what I'm saying? It's like sometimes
it's a metaphor, people.
Yeah, you'll get those lessons, or just somebody care about me learning something. Somebody care about bringing me along. Come on, let me teach you. Let me come along for the ride.
Like Tupac said in his song.
But yeah. So it's just that's something we could build on. But that's something that happens a lot, And it could be it could turn into relationships. You could turn it into influences for economic purposes. The reason why we ain't coming up in society because we don't really have no, we don't have no foundation to grow economically.
Or a point of reference. It's like
point of reference.
It's important to me at this point in my life. You remember back in the day, I don't want to put your shit out there, but then I'm going to do it anyway. There was a guy that, wasn't doing as well as he wanted to do in life, at some point in time. But right then I came. I was like, "Yo, man, how you doing?" He was like, "Man, I'm good." He was like, "I'm homeless." And as his homie, I'm like, "What the fuck?" And as your friend, and I'm like, he was like, "Yo, but I'm gonna be alright." That man was sleeping on a floor at a house full of people, and he said he was gonna be alright. He didn't self-loathe. He didn't be like, "Oh yeah." But when I saw him the next time, he had a house, a car, and an apartment. You see what I'm saying? So that really showed me that and even in passing, he was always the type of person like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I'm like, you good?" I'm like, "Yo, shit, I gotta get this money. I can't sit around and talk to you for nothing." That's why it's important to like take accountability of your time throughout the day, like
flowing.
Yeah. Sylvester, man. I've been watching Sylvester Stallone movies for years, and it took to 2014 for him to finally say some shit to resonate to me instead of saying Adrian. But anyway, whatever, But shout out to Sylvester Stallone. But that's important. I think it's just to have a point of reference, because a lot of dudes, we don't figure that shit out until going into the family thing or whatnot. My dad, I love him to death, but it was certain things that he could have done different, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't hold that shit in. At the time I did, but then when I got older, whether I agree with what he did or not, I really understood it. And to this day, I can have a conversation with my father that I still can't have with my mother. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of, it's too much blaming. You see what I'm saying? Get over that shit. And stop saying what the problem is.
Time to grow from
the solution.
There you go. Grow from the issues. Yeah, that's what I think we just need to follow up on. And when I say we, I'm talking about the people that influence. People that we talking about, regardless of who you are out there. So just even us, the dependents, us sitting here. We just gotta make sure that we.
So who was your point of reference? Who was the most important? Like you coming up.
Celebrities, powerful business mogul figures, partners, mama business owners, uncles and aunties that had nice cars and kept their hair cut, houses clean. I know now we talking about me, but I'm gonna take it to my partners. This is a good point of reference. My partner, he used to say stuff. He said something. This is an older cat. He said something that threw me out when I was little, but it made me think about life and how we moved through our life. He thought that he's like, man, he used to see, and this seemed like it's a racist or something racist, but it's not even really racist the way he saw the world. He thought that all white people stuff was like white and clean and nice, and all black people stuff was like, you laughing, but it's kind of sad that's what he actually thought. He really, and I'm not trying to vilify you, but it's funny now. We can laugh about it now, but at the time, I'm like, man, that's messed up. That's messed up that's what you saw. But as far as a point of reference, is somebody I can look to and be like, man, I want to be like. There was always the people that had had it. I wouldn't say had it going on, but I guess you could say had it going on. It was more shallow or jaded. Yeah, it was, and I wasn't really looking up to no Mother Teresa's, no Dalai Lamas, no Martin Luther Kings, or no, really spiritual higher order people or Christ-like until I got older. You know what I'm saying? It took me to get older to start realizing. But coming up, the macho man was also alpha males. Just the people that were getting things done, males and females. It was never no, I ain't really, I ain't had no problem looking up to women. I ain't had no problem. And coming up, I've been seeing it. There's a problem within masculinity.
Wait. Let me interject this real quick. Real quick. With the woman shit. To me, that is how communities are built, and I think we need to stop this going against each other. And let's piggyback off of this Trump thing. Like when David Banner said Donald Trump getting elected was good for our community, and he got slander for that. I understood it.
It's supposed to wake you up.
I understood it because it's like, why are you focusing on some shit that's not really? It's important, okay, but deal with some shit that you can affect like right now. Like why these motherfuckers? Has anybody seen Apocalypto?
I seen Apocalypto.
Last part of the movie. the guy, he saved his wife and child, and then the white people came and they was like, yo, there's a boat, let's go to it. And the dude was like, hell no. He was like, we gonna go into the woods and start our own shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right, you gotta deal with what you got.
And the analogy of it is what I just said was because we need to, like, this is what it's about, a family, because whether you born with two parents or not, that could affect you in a positive way or a negative way. Because I know, like, to me, I work kind of different. It's like, if shit is given to me, I don't respect it. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I hate to say it.
Well,
if you give me, if you give me a 20-point lead in a game, I'ma fuck off and lose that shit. But if you give, the way that I work, to me, I work kind of well under pressure or whatnot, because I'm a procrastinator. It's not a good trait, but that's just me. So it's important, you know what I'm saying? It's an essential, but that shit can go wrong either way. It just really depends on the person or whatnot.
I feel like just pick my bad, bro.
The only thing I was gonna say is I kind of looked up the people that had it going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop essentially raised me. Like, for real.
Because I feel like, I don't care what people say, I feel like when it comes to masculinity, I feel like every man has this, especially if you were born without, or you was raised in a single parent home, you got this deep void to be functional, because you out of function. You don't really have somebody sitting you down and saying, son, this is why you go to work, or son, this is how you save money, and this is why you save money. You know what I mean? This is why you do the things that we tell you to do. You don't have a match, like you said, a reference point. This is why I do what I do. So I feel like growing up, kind of like what you said, you looking for somebody, even if it's bull. If they look like they know what they talking about and they give me the care I need
and the attention
I need as a young man, I'm listening. You know, I'm all ears.
There's another young man, you see, you like what they doing, you see what they got going on, they got the night cut, they got the night, even if they got night woman to their side, they got things going on, you say, okay, handle the business, boom, I'm gonna follow that path. And
it's terrible.
Even if it's the wrong path, it's the word path.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
even
terrible.
If it's the word path, yeah.
It's terrible because our generation, since we got so much technology, you take the void of fatherhood plus, but you add technology and everybody got something to say. You know, even like what we doing now, we got a podcast. People gonna be listening. So everybody listening to what everybody's saying. You know what I mean? Somebody looking for something that's gonna stick. So unfortunately for a lot of black young men, you know what I mean, we looking and we are literally allowing aliens to raise our, you know what I mean, our generation. People don't know nothing or care about us for real.
Used to could have a patriarch or matriarch of your family. Where it was a big mama, it was a big daddy. Somebody was earning money, or somebody was taking care of the house. It was somewhere you could flock to say, hey, everybody, you know, somewhere you can go get some wisdom from, or you can go back and follow to. We had a mantra: we were gonna take care of the home, we were gonna take care of the house. And now over time, I've been seeing it. You know,
it's dying out for real.
It's dying out. There's no more big mama houses.
Yeah.
There's no more.
Because don't nobody care about shit.
Right.
They don't care about nothing.
And it's not, you can't just solely blame it on technology, because we love the technology for the life-saving properties of what it do, but we vaunt it and we hate it for the way it disconnects us from the tangible, from the real, from the things we can actually touch. You know?
And another thing too is with the older people in the family, sometimes we so quick to put them in homes, you know, they don't get to be big mama or big daddy or whatever anymore, because we so quick to throw them to the side when we should keep them at the house. And, you know, still learn from them, have the grandkids, great-grandkids learn from them, and keep it going.
But see, this is another thing, too. It's like, our definition of success, in my opinion, as black people, is different from white people.
Speak on that.
To me, because it's like, we're chasing an American dream that was never out. My dad is West Indian. I'm West Indian.
Right.
They stayed in the fucking house past 30 with kids or whatever, because and here they taught you about 18, get the fuck out, do your thing. But over there is more of a community. If you're not ready, stay home. Like, why are you?
You can save more money that way too.
The house was a village. Now you speaking on that now, and bitches some. And I'm gonna stop jumping.
Dude, stop prefacing your thoughts. Just say that shit.
A lot of us need to take these Hispanic household models. A lot of times, and when I say
foreigners.
And I was gonna say they're not the only ones.
Well, if you think about it, this is Mexico. It used to be Mexico. Anyway, man, I'm telling you, the way when the folks like, man, they all be packed into that one big house or that one little house.
They have a plan though.
They got a plan to make it happen. It's like the Job Corps. They come up, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, because this is the thing.
In that one crib, they gonna make it happen.
This is the thing. Like we was talking about stuff, you know, to talk about before this podcast and shit. And somebody said something, and I'm like, I don't know about that, because you know, it's like Americans are lazy and we care about shit that don't matter.
Okay, I'm just gonna chime in. Perfect. This just happened. Okay, so we got a TV on in here, right? I'm not watching it. It's to my back, but it's accessible to y'all. I just got pointed out to go look at the TV. I don't know if y'all see it. Is this still an infomercial? Oh, obviously it is. They're gonna sell this thing like shake weights because it's still on.
Shake weight?
Yeah, but they selling some. I don't know if I want to tell these folks' name. Yeah, they
don't do the name. I'm looking at the shit now.
So I guess it's subjectifying women to focus on just this is what matters.
And then they get mad when we focus on the shit. My homegirl was like,
y'all elaborate for the podcast.
Wait, we got to. All right, look, check this out.
It's an exercise machine to tone your buttocks.
Your booty.
All right, so look, I'm at the spot the other day. My homegirl, I was talking to her. I'm like, hey man, I was like, dang, you been working out? You lost some weight. And she just got quiet. I'm like, oh, you got one of them things on. She was like, yeah. She was like, shit, I'm finna get fine. And then she was like, I need a boyfriend and shit. And I'm like, okay. And I told her, be careful of what you want to project out there, because what you want to project out there, don't get mad that a guy is going to come and want to fuck you, because we see visually first.
Yeah.
We see visually first, like, oh, and it's kind of a sticky. Just because I dress this way or look this, I'm not saying you're a hoe, but don't be mad.
If that's the bait you're using.
If I throw a fucking Klan's uniform on, I'm not gonna be surprised if motherfuckers want to kill me and see what the hell's wrong with this dude.
I'm interested from a feminine perspective. You know what I mean? Well, how does that work? You know what I mean?
I think it just depends on the individual. I mean, I want to say age, but certain people, certain ages, they still dress a certain way, so I can't say that. But it depends on the individual. I mean, because a woman can be sexy without being naked.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? And you can wear something that's fitted, that flatters your figure, without it being like skin tight and we can see your knuckle toe.
Cause I'm personal. I say like some women look better without the makeup shit and all the accessories. Like I like the natural you. Like,
and most women of color, I will say, look good naturally.
And they go fuck it up.
They look good naturally.
But that just started happening though. You remember like 2-3 years ago, you didn't see the whole. You know, the whole thing. Like, back in the day, Mama and them used to wear
Lil' Kim, like, what rock have you been... Lil' Kim been fucked up since 2000.
I'm talking about who had to go mainstream, though. Like, now you come outside...
Now, I think that got something to do with...
The neck is different color than the face.
I think that has something to do with the technology that we have today. And everybody want to, you know what I'm saying, record themselves and put it on social media. So they want to... They think they look good. Some do, some don't. But they think they look good, so they want to put on this full face and look like they doing something or going somewhere.
I understand. I ain't hating. I just, you know what I mean? I'm with it. I just feel like this is different than, you know, back in the
because they competing with women and they're getting advice from women how to keep dudes. You see, and 9 times out of 10, this is generally speaking, this is context I'm using, people. Generally speaking, they're getting advice from women who are single. So,
and I think it's cool too for, like, if you can, a female to have, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have a brother, if you don't have a cousin, which I'm sure we all have male cousins or uncle or whatever, get a male friend, just that friend, and get that male perspective. So if you have questions about stuff, you can go to that friend and ask him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he can, if that's really your friend, he'll be
If that's
honest
really your
and
friend.
tell you if that's really your friend.
Look,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you how that works. We only end up being friends with y'all after we tried to fuck you and it didn't work.
No,
Wait. It's either look, that's number one, or you ugly as hell but cool, or you my homeboy sister and I'm like that's off limits and that's like whatever. But I don't think no dude just purposely. How many of your homegirls are like literally like attractive?
I got
A lot of them, right?
yeah.
Did you want to be friends with them first? Did you see them and be like, yo, I want to be your friend?
But I think that, well, hold on. I think that comes with maturity now. I think that when you realize that, first of all, you can't have number one woman in the first place. And then you realize who you are as a man. I'm going right, or I'm going 90 degrees left. You know what I mean? If it no matter how beautiful she is, you might go right, or you might go straight. However you want to.
I want to go straight. No curve.
Whatever way you going. Whatever way you going. When you realize, no matter if she a 20, bump a 10. If y'all ain't rocking, if the chemistry not there, it's not worth no matter how bad she is. And then no matter mature you get, you might not even want to go there with her physically, depending on who
Where
you
she
are.
at? Where she at with it? I mean, okay, let me break this down to the root. How many guys in here want to purposely be friends with attractive women at first? I'm talking about before any words are spoken. Like saying, you mature all you want, but you don't say like, dang, she fine as hell. I want to go move this refrigerator. Damn.
I feel.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
For those who don't, I'm not saying that it can't happen and that all guys are scumbags.
You just
but
said initially. I wonder if we can work out. I want to see how, from that perspective, I'm attracted to it because we're visual.
Right. There you go. That my guy. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying, and she's absolutely right because girls. This is the thing. A lot of females try to be friends with guys that don't know how to be. We're totally different. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of them that's cool, they got brothers.
Yeah.
And that could either go wrong. That could either go one or two ways. They could be like, man, my brother's a piece of shit. All his friends are a piece of shit. So I'm going to go